Oh my goodness, this is just so unusual. I'm not used to doing sit down videos. It's been a while. I'm so used to vlogging that this feels kind of awkward. So bear with me. Let's talk about my locks. I've received quite a few questions about my lock journey, about my lock maintenance, how many locks I've had. I've also been asked to make a video, which means a lot because I didn't really think people would care about my lock journey. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like that was like, I don't know. I didn't know my locks would be interesting. I was gonna like go through and just give you guys like timeline of my journey, but then I came across these questions. It's 20 questions, I believe, and then I added like 2 more, but from another YouTuber who is locked, and I'll put her name on the screen. She had answered 21 questions in regards to her locks, and it pretty much summarized everything I wanted to say, but I think it's going to be in a neater order. So shout out to her for that list. But yeah, let's talk about my locks. As you can see right now, like I recently got a retwist this past Saturday. Today is Wednesday, so it's been a few days, and I feel like it still looks pretty crisp. I just have it in a bun right now. All right, so question number 1. Actually, no, let me tell you what my question number 1 is, because I don't want to forget. When did I lock my hair? December the 10th, 2022. So I have been locked for 1 year and 4 months. Yeah. I can't believe it. And throughout this, I'll throw up pictures to kind of go along with like whatever it is that I'm talking about, so you guys can get kind of an idea of where I started, the in-between, and then where I am now as well. What method did you use to start your hair? So I went to a salon and had a loctician stop my locks for me, and I started with coils. Comb coils? Is that the right word? All of them except for one. There was one over here that came loose at the end, and I actually two-strand twisted it. Otherwise, the rest of them are coils. You can kind of see them still at the end. How many locks do I have? If you watch the vlogs, you know I recently counted for the very first time, maybe last month, and I have 117 locks. I originally started off with 118, I'm assuming, because a loctician that I don't normally go to retwisted my hair, and I didn't notice until I got home that there was like 2 of them had been combined into one. I could tell because there were 2 ends, but there was only one part at the top of my hair. So yeah, I'm assuming I had 118 and now I have 117. So shout out to her. She didn't even tell me. I do like to stick to the same loctician, but that time my loctician canceled and moved me to someone else, so I didn't really have a choice per se. What method do you use to maintain your locks? Just I guess palm roll. Again, I go to a loctician, so she uses like the comb to, I guess, grab it, and then she palm rolls the rest of it. Do you have any locks that are unique or strange? I think so. Where is it at? Maybe I should have had my hair down for this. There is one in the front. I don't know which one it is, but I have one in the front where the end of it, maybe because I used to like straighten, you know, my hair so much, especially the front portion right here. So there's one specific lock where it's a lot longer than the rest of my hair because my hair, what is the word? Like it shrunk so much when I got it locked that they're up here, and that one is just like extra long for no reason in the front. And then again, the one that I have over here in the back that I two-strand twist, but it kind of looks like the rest of them now. You have to really stare at it to know that it's two-strand twist versus coil. But yeah, that's about it. No other crazy ones or unique. What products do you use on your hair? Now let me tell you this, I did not do any research. When I got my locks, the only thing I did was look for a reference picture. I did absolutely zero other research on how to maintain it, when to do after I get them, like none of that. And of course I did research trying to find the person I wanted to start my starter locks. Otherwise, no research was done, zero, zap. But this is what I use. I mean, again, I don't know, but my hair is growing, my hair feels healthy, it's moisturized, I don't have dry hair, so it works for me. I use this Design Essentials Almond Avocado Moisturizer and Detangling Leave-In Conditioner. Such a long sentence. Yeah, I use this mixed with water in my spray bottle, and I spritz my hair anywhere from 1 to 2 times a day. I don't do it the first week that I get it done. Like I haven't sprayed my hair because it's gonna automatically make it like frizzier, and I wanna keep it somewhat, you know, freshly retwist for a good week. So I don't spray it the first week. Again, I don't know if this stuff is right or wrong. This is what I do. This is what works for my hair. In addition to it, I also spray it with rose water. I got this from Amazon. After the first week, when I start spraying my hair, I like to spray it before I get in the shower so that it kind of like makes it, I feel like it takes the water better, if that makes sense, because like I guess the shafts are open or something. I don't know, but the humidity with the shower, I feel like really helps to lock in the moisture. I could be 100% incorrect. I'm not sure, but that's what works for me. Those are literally the only products I use. I don't put any oils. Will you ever interlock your hair? I'm assuming that means that's the other method, right? No, I don't have any plans. To my understanding, that's permanent as opposed to foam rolling. As opposed to palm rolling, where I could actually comb these out if I ever wanted to. But no, I don't plan to interlock. Have you thought about coloring your hair? I have played with the idea, but just a little bit. I have no intentions of coloring my hair. And the reason I say that is because unfortunately I've seen a lot of locks online where their locks now look either like dry or damaged. And obviously I know there's probably a right and wrong way to dye your hair, but I just don't want to experience what the wrong way is. I'm also not a fan of the browns like on me. Like I don't want to get brown or red. If I did something, it would probably be like one lock and like a really random color. I know that's so like weird and so probably off brand for me, but that's something I would do. Like a deep, like a blue, and just have one of them blue. I know, weird, but I couldn't see myself like dyeing all of my hair or just dyeing the ends of my locks. So probably not. I mean, I've thought about it, but I don't think I will. How often do you wash your hair? Y'all probably gonna call me dirty for this, and I don't care, especially the fact that I work out 6 to 7 days a week. I wash my hair once a month. I go well, this is gonna tie into the next question. How often do you retwist your hair? When I go to get my retwist is when they wash it, which is every 4 weeks. Once a month I go. And it's not even like 5 weeks. I go like 4 weeks on the dot. Every fourth Saturday I go. And they wash it and we retwist it. Yeah, so once a month. Will you be doing any styling videos this year? Okay, that doesn't apply to me because I don't be styling my hair. Speaking of, I don't style my hair. Once I get it done, it's normally in this bun. I may put it in a claw clip. I have no intentions of doing like a true style. Like anything that's gonna pull on my edges or pull my hair back tightly, I'm not a fan of. I don't want to put that kind of tension on my hair. I like for my locks to actually just be down. Again, at most like a claw clip, like half up, half down, something like that, but not an actual like 2-strand twist or a style. That's just not something I'm interested in. I think a lot of the girls look so beautiful. Their locks look so pretty in those styles, but that's just not what I want for myself. I have to be very, very careful with my edges. So yeah. What is the weirdest question you've received about your locks? I don't think I have. So the first like 8 months of me having my hair locked, I rarely wore my hair out. I always had on a headband wig. Again, because I work out too, I needed something that actually looked halfway decent. I did not enjoy my locks when I first got them. I think that's one of the questions on here. Yeah, it is. But what was the question? Oh, the weirdest question. I haven't received any. Yeah, maybe I will. Again, I'm new to this. How do you like to wear your hair? Pretty much like I just said, I like to have them just down. I'd like to do like this and just kind of throw it over and let it be what it is. Now, something I do ask my loctician to do, which may be a little weird. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a part. I like for her to part it so that this goes down and then these go over this way, so that I have a side part. Such a side part, really. But yeah, that's how I like to wear it. How long was your hair prior to your journey? I'm gonna get a little emotional maybe because I actually really miss my hair some days. Like my loose, I don't know the right words, but my free flowing, my non-locked hair. I've always liked longer hair. Like if I get braids, if I get twists, if I do anything with my hair, I've always liked for it to be long and not just a little long. I'm talking, I would ask my mom in high school and she would put box braids in. Like I want them down to my butt. Like I've always loved longer hair. I've always liked for my face to be framed by my hair. My natural hair, when I locked it, probably was about right here. And again, I'll insert some pictures. I don't know if I have a lot of them with my hair down. I have some with like a big bun at the top of my head, but it was probably right here. But you would not believe that the day you saw me get my hair locked. You would not have thought my hair was originally that length. How did you get through the awkward stage? Like I just told you, I wore a headband wig for at least the first 8 months. People, I think it wasn't until July when I posted my first picture. So from December to July, I wore a headband wig, and it wasn't until July of 2023 that I actually wore my hair out and took a picture with my locks. Yeah, I did not embrace my locks very well. There is a vlog that I have on my channel the day that I got my hair locked. I cried in the car once I got done with my starter locks. I cried once I got home, and I just thought it was like the biggest mistake of my life. I was like, what did I do? I miss my hair. This is not what the girlie said. It's not giving what I thought it was. I was like, it's so gappy, it's so see-through. I just didn't understand. Like I legit cried. I remember crybaby anyway, but like I cried. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this is not what I signed up for. And it took those 7 months for me to start growing more comfortable with wearing my locks out. Especially from always having, not long, but like longer hair, like, you know, a medium length hair, to now having my hair above my shoulders. And I just couldn't understand that concept. I was very insecure with my locks when I first started. I hated the way like they looked on me. I couldn't really wear them down. The ends were fuzzy. It was just a lot. It was a very difficult transition. If it had not been for those headband wigs, I don't know what I would have done, y'all. I have no idea. I'm glad I'm through it. I'm so glad I'm through it. I felt like an ugly duckling. Like not even trying to be dramatic, but I was just like, what is this? Why did you decide to lock your hair? Y'all, I moved to Houston in 2021. And when I tell you it's so humid here, there was no way for me to keep any style. If I two strand twist my hair, like my natural hair, it only lasts me that day. If I did flexi-rod curls that day, like I could never, even before I moved here and I lived in Virginia where the climate wasn't as humid, I could never keep a style more than one day. A wash and go, never more than one day. Two strand twist, any of them, a braid out, never lasts me more than one day. Never. So coming here, it was like even worse. And then again, the fact that I do work out 6 to 7 days a week, and I'm a heavy sweater. Like I sweat so much in my head. I didn't really have a choice. Like the choice was made for me. It was like either lock up or keep wearing this headband wig, like your choice, Jasma. And so I did it. Now I do regret waiting to do it. Like I really should have done it when I first got here. Now I truly love my locks. I embrace them. I feel beautiful in them. And yeah, like I just wish I did it a little sooner. Also, I had contemplating on locking my hair since 2018. And so it took me 19, 20, 21, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, it took me 4 years to actually commit to locking them. To locking my hair. I'm so glad that I did. And I was already wearing faux locks like so often. So it was like, why not? Like I wore faux locks prior to moving here. Like it was my hair. So it was just, I think it was just meant to be for me to eventually just go ahead and lock my hair. So yeah, that's why I decided. The humidity where I live at, how much I work out, just my lifestyle, this is a much better fit. I am a little jealous of the girls who can wear their hair out still because it's days that I do miss it, but here we are. Did you have any unraveling of your twist on the first wash? Yes. It was mainly my edges. They were so soft that they would not stay, like it wouldn't stay. And I think it was mainly, yeah, around my edges, like 2 or 3 of them, maybe even like 4. They would have to repart and like pretty much start it over, I think. I feel like, so. Yeah, I think that was it. And the one back here. And that could have been my fault. I think I did something to it for it to start coming loose. So that was only unraveling that I experienced. What made you decide on your current lock size? I'm gonna throw a picture up here because I know that any of us, if you're interested in locks, if you've ever thought about a lock before, you have come across this young lady's page. Her locks are absolutely beautiful. This is the reference photo that I showed my loctician. Well, not the loctician I have now, the loctician that started my locks. I don't even think she listened to me. She just did what she wanted to do. And I don't know why my hair, I just knew my locks was going to be just like this girl's. I think because they're just so beautiful. Like, I love her locks. I love the fact that her ends are still so coily. So it's like, it's big. Like, I've always loved big hair. But I'm going to throw that picture on there. I just showed her either this picture I'm putting up here or like a similar picture of like her parts or the size of her parts. And that's what the girl did to my hair. This is what I got from it. I do wish I had got them a little bit bigger. Like, looking back now, just being with them day in and day out, I do wish that I had gotten them a little bit bigger. How do you keep your hair moisturized? I'm assuming with this H2O, this water. And I mean, I try to eat well too. I drink a lot of water. I drink 80+ ounces of water a day. I have water right here. I mean, if you have been to my channel before, you know, like, fitness is life for me. I am a coach. I'm a personal trainer, a certified strength and conditioning coach. Like, I try to eat decently well. I'm not gonna like do too much and say like at the farmer's market getting stuff. I'm eating all organics or nothing, but I try to eat pretty good and have my greens and drink my water and things and get activity and get my sleep in. So I think all of that kind of plays a part in it too. And in regards to moisture, I guess, I wrap my hair every single night. There's not a night that I do not wrap my hair. And I used to put a bonnet on at night when I first got my locks done. And it just seemed like my hair was not holding up, like the retwists were not lasting very long. Although, of course, some of that had to do with the fact that they were new locks. They weren't very mature at all. But one of my friends, she has locks. She told me, she's like, just try using a scarf instead of a bonnet. And it made a world of a difference. Let me go grab the scarf, actually. When I say bonnet, this is what I mean. The only time I use this is sometime in the shower. If I don't want my hair to get wet like now, if I don't want too much humidity on my hair, I will put it on there. And this is what I used to sleep in. I used to just tuck it all in and sleep with it. Then I started using, this is just like a, what is it, a square? Or is it a rectangle? I don't know, it's giving kind of squarish. And I just do this, I put it on and I tie it in the back. It's kind of just like out, but I can also tuck it to kind of hold in my hair now that it's getting longer. Oh, and I sleep on a satin pillowcase. But it made a difference because this kind of just holds my hair down and in place versus the bonnet. I feel like my hair would kind of like move all over the place. So at the actual roots, it became looser and fuzzier quicker than just having this tied down on it. I hope that makes sense. All right, we're gonna have a few more questions. I'm almost done. I know this video is actually longer than I thought it was gonna be. How long do you intend on keeping your locks? I don't even know. Because I felt like I just kind of fell into having to lock my hair because of everything I mentioned a little while ago. So I didn't even think it that far through. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when they get like but so long. Although I've always liked longer hair, it's like, do I really want to carry around locks super long? I don't know. It depends on how it looks on me. But I still have a ways to go before it gets to like super long. Right now they're hanging about right here. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them. I'm scared to comb them out. I just feel like I'm going to be bald. But I've seen ladies comb theirs out and their hair is still very full. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. And then the last question right here is, do you air dry or use heat to dry your hair? Well, being that I don't retwist my own hair, we definitely still use a dryer. And speaking of, I did try to retwist my hair. Well, I'm not gonna say try, I actually did it. I retwisted my hair maybe about 4 months in, which was probably the biggest mistake because they're still very messy at that point and not very structured. And it took me 2 days. It was so long of a process. And when I tell you, I've always done my hair. Like, it's rare that I would go to someone to get it done. I normally put in my own faux locks, my own braids, my own Marley twists, Senegalese twists. I used to do those. Like, I've always done my hair outside of like a sew-in. But for the most part, it's always been me who did my hair. And so I'm used to having my hands up for 8-9 hours and working on it. But this was a different type of beast. Like, to retwist your own hair, like if you have locks or if you get locks and you retwist your own hair, like, I am your biggest cheerleader. I am your biggest advocate because what? And then trying to part it, it was too much. I'd rather just pay for the convenience of getting it done now and then doing it myself. I just can't. But yeah, I hope that I've answered like a pretty decent amount of questions, or if you had questions that I answered it. If not, again, please leave them down below and I will answer them. But I am in love with my locks now. Yeah, this is my life. This is the stage I'm in. I'm embracing them. I love them. And if you watch the vlog, you know about by week 4, like when it's time for me to get a retwist, it's wild. Like it's so fuzzy and whatnot. And I just try to embrace every step, like from getting it done. And when I feel bald when I first get it done, because it's like all scalp, to when it's the 4 weeks and it's like you can't see my scalp at all. Like I'm trying to embrace every single day in between there. But yeah, locking my hair was one of the best decisions I could have made. I'm so new to this, but that's how I maintain my hair. That's my regimen, my journey, and all that. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. It's fun over here. So like, come subscribe. Yeah. I hope you have the best and blessed day.